buzzing one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The bees go buzzing one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The bees go buzzing one by one. The little one stops to have some fun. And they all go flying high in the sky to go back to their hive. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The bees go buzzing two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The bees go buzzing two by two, hurrah, hurrah.
How did you become a writer?
Well, it all started one night when I was looking up at the stars. As I told you in the assembly, I love to think about things that came in big numbers when I was a child. And years later, I was outside on a beautiful, clear night, and I was thinking about how many stars there were because I was seeing all the stars. And I was thinking, how many are there, and how big are they, and how far away are they, and all this old feeling I used to get of excitement and awe at contemplating things that came in big numbers. It all came back to me, and I said, I'm going to write a book for children about that. And so that led to my first book, which is my book, How Much Is a Million?
What is your favorite part of being a writer?
My favorite part is going to schools and speaking to the kids and then having them interview me afterwards. Actually, that is an answer. That is one answer that is true. I love going to schools and doing assembly programs. But my other favorite part is when the book's all finished and it comes out and I get to hold it in my hands. And I remember with the first book, I got it in an envelope, before anybody else could see it, before it went into the bookstores or to the schools. They sent me one, and I pulled it out of the envelope. And it was just so exciting. I felt like a daddy with a newborn baby. I even hugged it like a baby. It was my baby.
What inspired you to be a writer?
Well, that's very similar to the question that Liam already asked me about, why I became a writer. So maybe we should just take the same answer for that and do a different
Okay.
question.
How do you come up with your ideas for your books?
Well, I like to say ideas are everywhere. You just have to find them. They're all around you. You just have to find a way to turn the idea into a book. So coming up with the ideas is the easy part. Turning it into a book is the hard part. And a lot of my ideas come from the things I wondered about when I was a child. As I said in the assembly, wondering is wonderful. And I've always felt that. And sometimes I have a new wonder that I turn into a book, and sometimes it's an old wonder that I remember from my childhood, and then I find a way to make it into a book. And sometimes I just have a good idea and I can never think of how to make it into a book, so it's still just an idea. Maybe someday I will.
Thank you for coming on WBUZZ.
You're welcome.
Take two. And action.
Good morning, Grandview. Happy Earth Day. Welcome to WBUZZ. I'm Rosie. Today is Friday, April 22nd, 2022. Day 2. The weather forecast for the Grandview area is a low temperature of 42 and a high temperature of 56.
Today's weather picture is by Will and Mrs. Coon's class.
Expect to see cloudy skies and stratus clouds. Let's check out our birthday beehive.
We all know it's fun and true. We all know it's fun and true. Especially when we sing for you. Especially when we sing for you. Good news is we sing for free. Good news is we sing for free. Bad news is we sing off key. Bad news is we sing off key. Sound off, happy. Sound off, birthday. Bring it all down. Happy birthday to you.
On the lunch menu tomorrow will be cheese dippers. Now let's see what's buzzing in our mailbox. Dr. J's Crazy Sock Shop is open. You can wear these fun bee socks on Crazy Sock Day or anytime. You can order these awesome socks till April 30th. Now it's time for Joke of the Day.
What type of dog can tell the time?
What?
A watchdog.
Remember, all missions are possible when you soar. So, always be safe, be organized,
be accepting, and be respectful. And have a Grandview beautiful day. And be yourself.
And as we all know, we have PSSAs coming up next week. And with PSSAs, there's something that's called the Code of Conduct that we need to review for all of our grades 3, 4, and 5 students. So if you're in grades K, 1, and 2, you can turn this off. But grades 3, 4, and 5, all of you need to listen to the do's and don'ts of the PSSAs.
So we have a list that we're going to read to you all. So these are the do's during PSSAs. You do want to listen, read, and follow all directions that are given. You want to ask questions if you do not understand the directions. Read each question carefully, especially those multiple choice questions that ask for the best answer. Be sure to read any open-ended items carefully before you respond. Be careful when marking your answers that you do not skip spaces or fill in the wrong sections. Make sure you completely fill in those bubbles for the answers you select and erase completely any answers that you want to change. Keep your eyes on your own test. Try to answer each item the best that you can. Check that you have completed all test items in that section before closing your booklet or submitting your final responses. And make sure you submit any cheating to your teacher or principal.
These are the lists of things that you should not do. So do not have notes in your possession during the test. Do not have any unapproved electronic devices, which would be cell phones, smartphones, smart watches, etc., in your possession during the test. Note, you may have approved calculators, if applicable, during the test. Do not share a calculator with others. Do not use the bubbles in the answer booklet to either eliminate possible incorrect answers or possible correct answers by making marks in multiple bubbles and erasing. Mark only the bubble for the correct answer you have chosen. Do not talk with others about questions on the test during or after the test. Students should be assured that they may discuss the testing process or issues of concern with their parents or guardians. Do not take notes about the test to share with others. Do not leave an online test session until the session is complete or until instructed to do so. And do not use social media to post information about the test and or test items. Grandview students, I know you guys are going to do great on these PSSAs that we have coming up, so just try your best, get a good night's sleep, and eat some breakfast. Have a good one.